Greetings, Goddess Body Mind Spirit community. This is Tyra Omilade, your goddess guru. And you know, I love helping the sisters align with their life purpose using the power of ancient wisdom and the goddess centered lifestyle. How is everyone doing out there? Ah, I'm here with the goddesses. Hello to the goddess Felicia, to the goddess Mystic Storm Spirituality. Hello to Ashley. Greetings, Queen Ashley. How is everyone doing today? I am so glad to be here. Hello, Goddess Peg. Welcome into the circle. Ashe, Ashe, Asheo. Yes, welcome, Queens. Thank y'all for your patience. I am working it solo this month. So sometimes it might be just a little bit of a moment. I told April I don't have a lot to do this month because I'm going to, be caught up with my son graduating and everything. So I'm just like, oh my God, where's April? Hello, everyone. So glad you're here. Let me know if you're here, whether you are hashtag replay or are you here live. I would love to hear from you. My. Hello, Latasha. Namaste, goddess. Namaste. Hello. So glad to see you all this evening, to connect with you all. I just love the love. Kaita is here. Yes. There we go. Kaita May. Hello, goddess. See, when y'all speak to one another, if I miss somebody, I'm like, oh, hold up. I missed somebody. Hello, Natasha Z. How are you? Greetings. Kaita May is live. So I am excited to be here with you all this evening. One thing I love about, when you value authenticity, I know I can show up and be who I am. So I'm still a little bit low energy. So this is going to be a low key meeting this evening, but it will still be impactful. So very glad everyone is here. Thank you all. Sharmika in the house. Hello. Hello, Queen Sharmika. How are y'all doing? Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate you. Yes, my son graduates um, from the United States Coast Guard Academy. So I'm super proud. It hit me the other day that this is the first time that I will be mom to a college graduate. So I'm like, okay, we're doing this now. My younger son finished his first year of college last week. Yeah, last week he finished his first year of college, homeschool K through 12. Both of my children are doing very well, very well. And I just have to say that, y'all, because come on, y'all, like that was my career for 20 something years. I was a stay-at-home mom, homeschooling mom. So I had to throw that in there. Hello, Peg. So glad that you are here. I don't know why this thing trips. Hold on one second, y'all. I have a very small laptop um screen, and then I have a bigger one over here. So sometimes it's just like weird the way it's showing up. Hello, Cora. Glad you are here. Eileen, Queen Eileen in the house. Hello. Aliasia. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. Yes, he is representing the United States Coast Guard Academy from the state of Tennessee. Okay. So yeah, super excited. It's been a long 4 years. Well, speaking of culminations, like this is why I love doing this work like this. I didn't even think about how this is a culmination for me. I started homeschooling my kids in 2005 was the first one that I brought aboard. And then my second one, we started 3 years after that. So 2008. And so, it's really incredible to be at a culminating event at the full moon in Scorpio. That's what we're here to talk about this evening. We're here to understand how to work with the energy of this full moon, which is also an eclipse. So it's like a big shebang, like, like boom, ping, pang when it's an eclipse moon. Did y'all like my sound effects? And so I'm just like, okay, y'all, look, we already kicking this thing off. We already kicking this thing off. Let me see here. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much. Let's see here. I just want to my sons are home. Oh, yes. It's nothing like our kids coming home. Nothing like our kids coming home. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Let's see here. Yes, Felicia, my sons are home. Happy mama. I hope you're enjoying your hypnosis, Sharmika. Me and Ia blowing up the comment section. So, from the last new moon mini retreat that we had, I put in there an abundance hypnosis. And some of us said we would do this hypnosis for 21 days. And I put it today in the Mighty Networks, but also, and some of y'all, if y'all want to come into my Mighty Networks community, like send me a message and I will get you into that. You can go to my website and that's where the messages will come to me. But yeah, I created this abundance hypnosis, and I'll tell y'all what, since I'm starting, I'm gonna ask y'all to go on ahead and start. We're gonna do a little bit of, um, bringing ourselves centered, but Ashley's putting it out there, so I'm just gonna go on ahead and talk about like what this moon is all about. It's about a culminating event. It's about seeing something manifest. Okay, it's about what do you need to bring an ending to, what do you need to loose? What do you need to let go of? And this is something that can put you on a path towards your destiny, right? We do this every full moon, but this is a full moon eclipse. And not only is it a full moon eclipse, it's a full moon eclipse in Scorpio. It's like time to let ish go. Okay, y'all? It's time to let ish go. But it's also time to look at like, what have you manifested in that Scorpio house? What are you bringing to a close? What needs to be brought to a close so that you can move on to the next stage or phase? Okay. I'll tell you what, Ashley, don't let me forget. I'm not going to even tell them what has happened yet. I'm going to wait. We're going to hold this. Yes. The queens are in the building, Shamika. I love this too. Eileen is in Cali. I've been making sure to do it every day. I keep forgetting to comment though. Not a problem. I know it's working for you, Queen Eileen. Greetings, Ia Ocean Funke. Yes. Oh my gosh. It's like so much energy. I was feeling a little bit still. I'm still not 100. And so I appreciate you for being here. I just feel the energy. Don't worry about it. Me and Ia then crowded out everybody's comments. We writing hypnosis love letters to each other. Did we leave Shamika out? Tell me. Ashley, I've been making sure to do it every day. Okay. That's Shamika who said that. Not a problem. As long as you're doing it, that's the only thing that matters, Shamika. Good for you. Let me see here. So glad to be here with you, Cindy, Queen Cindy. Welcome, welcome. Glad you are here. It feels so wonderful to be in the house with you all. I do want to, let me just do this right quick. I want to just say in the beginning that one of the benefits of coming to the full moon workshop, at least right now, I don't know if it's going to last like this forever, is that in the link in the description box, it doesn't matter if you're looking at it on YouTube or Facebook. If you scroll down to the bottom of the description box, you can get this for $34. Okay. You can get this for $34. Um, let me see here. Until the 16th. Yes. This is actually like ask Ashley. I don't know about anybody else, but ask Ashley. She paid to be a part of the new moon retreat for Taurus. We both have been doing, or me, her, Shamika, Eileen, have been doing this abundance hypnosis. Baby, she got her $34 or 44, however much she paid for it. She did get that back. And then some. Okay. So it's worth it, y'all. $34 is like really and truly a steal for what you're gonna get. You're gonna get live community. It's not a live stream, it is in the Zoom. And it is also what else did I want to tell y'all? Uh, there will be, uh, um, I shared a meditation, but I also share a hypnosis. I'll be sharing a hypnosis for all of them. There's a new moon journal. And again, you get to, like be in community with all of these beautiful goddesses because a lot of who have been here or who are here now have been there. So I hope that y'all would join. Just go on over and check the page out, check it out and see what it's all about. I said I was going to read some of these comments to you. Um, I just go into the comments of the chat, and this is what I saw. Thank you, Tyra. Tonight was medicine. Thank you, sisters, for your presence. Thank you, ladies. I so needed this. Beautiful goddess community. Thanks so much for creating this space, Ia Omilade. So come on, y'all. Like Gemini, this is going to be such a great new moon retreat. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Because we just finished having eclipses in Gemini. So we're going to just really take all of what we've been working on for the last year and a half and really just like hyper focus on it and bring it into fruition. Okay. So yes, please, please, please do join me for that. Yay! I look forward to that, Cora. I look forward to that. Okay, so let me see here. Wow. Eileen said she's one of the ones who is doing this. She said, my boy sent me 500 just because. That's what's up. That's what's up. Got it back and more, honey. Yes, this is what I'm doing for you all. Okay. I don't just do stuff for the sake of doing it. Like my thing is all about up level. My thing is all about helping you move in the direction that you want your life to move in, helping you to be or to understand that you got the juice when it comes to your own life. I don't have the juice. You have the juice in your own life. I'm just doing my best to get the tools into your hands so that you can just keep like bringing up your inner trust, your inner trust in your intuition, and you can manifest that which you desire. I want you to feel like, yeah, I am a magician. Like I know how to like wave my magic wand and get what I desire in my life, right? And I know how to wave my magic wand and hunker myself down and get the healing that I need. Cause come on, y'all, like it's Scorpio, we got to do some healing. The manifestations are coming through as we heal. It's not just about manifesting, it's about healing, it's about connecting or feeling good, just feeling good in your body and being okay with yourself. Okay. So yeah, join me, join me. Hi, Latasha. Look at this. This is the real community, Latasha. I'm new here. Thanks for the warm welcome, everyone. You're welcome. Like when you come here, it's like you've always been here. You've always been here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to just turn on just a little bit of a water sound. We're just going to do just a tiny bit of breath work. Let's see here. I need to, yeah, 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 yeah. Tell me what this sounds like. Well, okay. What I'm going to do first is Let's all take a deep breath together. Inhale. And a long, slow, deep breath out. Exhale. Inhale. And a long, slow, deep breath out. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And a long, slow, deep breath out. Exhale. Tell me if that's too loud, okay? Y'all let me know if that's just too loud. I think it's okay, but I'm not sure. And I just call on the energies of the north, the south, the east, and the west. I give thanks to my guides. I give thanks to the ancestors, to the goddesses, and to the great mother. I give thanks that we live at a time where we can open ourselves up to ancient ways and ancient technology freely and use it to empower our lives, to help us to feel our connection to our ancient ancestors. Thank you, Ashley. Our ancient ancestors, in a way that we know we do not walk alone. I give thanks that we modern day women are hearing the call back to the ancient ways to help us to restore our confidence in ourselves, the belief in our gifts, our talents, the belief in our destiny, that we are connecting with the ancient ways of the ancient mothers so that we can bring more balance and harmony into our lives, into our health, emotions, into our minds. I give thanks to the energy of, or the wisdom matrix of astrology. In particular, I just want to give thanks to the energy of Scorpio. With grace and ease, Scorpio, we call you in with grace and ease. With grace and ease, we call you in and ask that you just gently show us the wisdom that is within you. Gently bestow upon us your healing balm. We are here so that we can open ourselves up to the healing energy of Scorpio, to the healing energy of the eclipses. We just open ourselves up to gentle transformation. What is it that you need to release and let go of? We open ourselves up to being able to gently release it, knowing that it is no longer serving us, not in a beneficial way. And that when we release and let go of whatever the eclipse is asking us to release and let go of, then that is what is going to help us move in the direction of our destiny with more flow, with more ease. We can just walk feeling good in our bodies, knowing that it's safe to be here, that we are supported, that we are loved. Even in the midst of seeming craziness, we give thanks for the wisdom of this eclipse. I call in the energy the goddess Oya with grace and ease, Oya with grace and ease. We call you in, Oya. We call in with grace and ease, Kalima, Pele, Sekhmet, with grace and ease. See, we're not afraid to work with the terrible mother face of the goddess. We're not afraid to work with the crone because we call you in with grace and ease, with much respect. Sit here and counsel with us and help us to understand what transformation are we being called to make with grace and ease, gentle transformation, yet we are willing. What is it that we are being called to transform? How are we being called to transform? Who do we need to become in order to manifest the destiny that we came here specifically to live out? This is a destiny that we chose. We just need to remember it and to trust that this is so. And so we call in the energy of the ancestors, the ancient mothers, all of our guides, our ancestors of light, to sit here and counsel. I call on the energy of Ogun, Herokohuti, Mars to stand at the door, guard us, protect us as we work our magic in this sacred spiritual cipher. We call on the energy of our enlightened ancestors. I, in particular, call on the energy of Babaji Kolioso to sit here and counsel. I honor all the teachers who come before me. In particular, I honor my teacher, Iya Oshunike, and all of the other teachers who have supported me on this path. And I invite you all to honor your teachers. Honor the ones who have supported you and guided you on your path, whether they were people you work with in person or that you have just studied their works. You call in the ascended masters, especially the feminine ascended masters, to sit here and counsel with us and support us as we go into the portal of initiation called Scorpio. May the only thing that happened this evening be for our highest and our greatest good. If you would, take a deep breath in, inhale, exhale, ashe, ashe, ashe. Om. So what I'm going to ask you to do, I'm going to get a candle. My matches. Hold 1 second. And we're going to do what is called a stitch. So we've largely stitched in, but what we want to do is to bring ourselves all on one accord. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, thank you, my sisters. Okay. So I'm going to light the candle for the community. And what I want you to do is to say what you are bringing into our circle this evening. I will give you an example. My name is Tyra, and I'm bringing in trust. So this is our community candle. If you have a candle, I know Felicia is one of our fire keepers for the community. Anyone can light a candle, but I'm asking everyone, whether you are here live or in hashtag replay, to say, what are you bringing into this energetic circle? The good news is the energetic circle, it doesn't matter if you're here live or not, but we all are going to co-create this. And so what are you bringing into this circle this evening? What are you bringing into the circle this evening? I'm Eileen, and I'm bringing in abundance. Ashley, I'm bringing in clarity. My name is Natasha, and I'm bringing in security. Asheo. Cindy, transformation. Mystic Storm, spirituality, self-worth. My name is Cora, and I'm bringing in peace. This is so beautiful. Can y'all feel our hearts all stitching together in our sacred virtual cipher? Beautiful. Thank you all so much for sharing what you're bringing in. Asheo. I'm going to read some more in just a minute. I'm going to try this. We have to be so cautious with, let me go up a little bit, with music, but I just want to I love this music so much. Yes, keep bringing it. Let me know if this sounds too loud once I start it, okay? Let me know if it's too loud. It sounds loud on my side, but I can't turn it down too much. My name is Kita. Thank you, Kita. I love to get the correct pronunciation because people mispronounce my name all the time. And I'm bringing an open heart. I am Aliasia. I am bringing in confidence. It's good. Thank you, Mystic Storm. I am Ocean Funke, and I am bringing in feet planted firmly in the ground. I knew that that bass was about to drop. Yeah. Thank you, Natasha. I'm Sharmika, and I'm bringing in positivity and support. Asheo. I'm Felicia, and I'm bringing in expansion. Asheo. Thank you, my sister, Firekeeper. Asheo. I agree. I'm actually getting a little emotional. Y'all, I just love y'all so much. Thank y'all. Who says we can't have real community? My name is Latasha, and I'm bringing calmness. I'm Peg, and I'm bringing in healing. I can feel it. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna stop it because I don't know if I can turn it down anymore. Yeah, it goes. Oh, how about that? Thank you, Ashley. Y'all always tell me what to do with this, okay? Okay, my name is Rachel, and I'm bringing in. Oh man, hold on. My name is Rachel, and I am bringing in fearlessness and determination. Let me know if it changed. Okay, so I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I got you now, Kita. I don't be playing with them names. I can feel the energy, and it feels amazing. Asheo. Asheo. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All righty. Thank you all so much. We are all stitched in. Love you. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, sisters. Thank you. Let me just bring it down. Bring it down and off. All righty. Okay, so why are we here this evening? We are here to talk about the okay, good, Felicia. Good. We're here to talk about the the full moon eclipse that will happen on May 16th. I'm going to bring up I'm just going to open the window. Let me do this window. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is the full moon that will happen on May 16th. It's actually happening early in the morning. Well, wait a minute. Let me see what time it's happening here in Eastern Standard Time. Oh, yes, I'm right. It's happening early in the morning Eastern Standard Time. It'll be later in the day for those who are like in Europe and Africa. And so I do recommend, honestly, you really can be working on this now. Now we are in what is called the waxing phase. So I want to plead with you to please write it down. What is it that you desire? Let me know. Have you written down some new moon intentions from that new moon that we had in Taurus on April the 30th? That was a new moon eclipse. Why is this so important, sisters? It's important because Taurus is like the sign for manifestation, and that was one of the best manifesting um, uh, new moons that we've had. And it's an eclipse, which means that it's like the way it's often described is it's a new moon on steroids. It's a new moon on steroids in Taurus, the sign that has to do with material manifestation. What is it that you desire in your life? It could be something regarding something material, it could be money, it could be more self worth and self value, it could be self care and, revolutionizing your food. These are all topics that you may have found are coming up for you. It has to do with your values. So some of us are setting up new values. What you value almost is more important than you changing your habits because your habits will follow your values. So some of us are coming up with new values. I know I am. Like I'm not even consciously thinking of it, but I'm coming into new information that is making me say, you know what? I really got to be even more vigilant about how I spend my money or the way I'm eating right now has changed because I haven't felt well. I'm like, oh, this is working for my body. I've lost a couple of pounds. No, excuse me. I did not lose no pounds. I've donated some weight to the universe. All right. I've donated the weight. So like today is the lightest that I've been in maybe a year. I was like, oh my gosh, the scale is down. This is amazing. 6 pounds down. I just got to keep it. I got to keep it going that way. Um, so, it could be anything with the body. I want to hear what y'all have experienced over the last week. Yeah, it's been a week. Okay. Yes, thank you, Eileen. Okay. So Natasha says wealth, understanding, maturity. My baby, that's like on the top. I will have my baby. Oh, I'm working on my health. Ashe all. Yes. Yes. Thank y'all. Donated weight, baby. Donated weight. It's been, y'all know I've been talking about this for a while. So for me to be at the lowest today, I was just like, this is amazing. But I'm telling y'all, what I do is I work with the energy of the moon, the energy of astrology, numerology. And so if you have not written down what it is you want to make happen, and I'm telling y'all, we're going to be dealing with this energy next year, this time, even into next fall, 2023 fall. I looked ahead. We will still be dealing with these eclipses in Taurus and in Scorpio next year. Okay. So please, I implore you, write it down. That's something that we want to be working on. So, what is this full moon about? I'm going to show you because this is not a normal full moon. Okay. So, before I go on, let me just read this. Mystic Storm Spirituality. I did ritual work during the new moon solar eclipse and have been very intentional with my actions. Wait a minute, y'all. It was crazy yesterday that Felicia said she had pulled the intention card and then I had pulled this intention affirmation and I pulled the intention card. So I love that you're using that word intentional with your actions. Also, I've been sensitive to the messages. Yes. Spirit sends my way. This is actually, we're in what is called the time between the eclipses. And so it's actually a time where the veil is very thin. And people who feel like they're not super spiritual, like miracles can be abounding for you right now. Um, you can feel like, I don't know why, I just feel like I'm picking something up. And those who are already very intuitive, you're even more intuitive. And it's important to listen to these messages to slow our lives down. Honestly, let me tell y'all, during the eclipse, if you can, well, a lot of us in the West, or over here, I should say, in the Americas, will be asleep. So that's good because in an eclipse time, you really want your energy to be low. I'm just basing it on what the ancients have taught. just chill out during the eclipse as much as you can. But I do think that this time in between the eclipses is very similar, where we want to like be open to spirit and just kind of like understand that the energies are working with us and preparing us for change. And we'll talk about like how does this unfold. Ia Ocean Funke, your weight donation goals have been an inspiration, Ia. Thank you, sister. Healing and clarity regarding my destiny. I'm so happy for you, Latasha. I am so happy for you. That is actually the healing and the clarity. That is like definitely a part of what we are working on right now. So it is beautiful to know that you are aligned. Yes, weight donation, Mystic Storm, weight donation. Ashley says, I've experienced inner transformation, letting go of past trauma, molding my brain. Ashe, oh, that is something that I will be talking more and more about. Molding my brain. Mold your brain. And that's by being intentional, like other sisters have mentioned. Vitality and more clarity. I've manifested a much desired relocation, a new job, and more money. I got to put that up there. Go, Ashley. I've been working with Ashley. Wow. When did Ashley? I know I've seen Ashley's name for a while, but I know we started working together with SAI. So, like me and Ashley, we've been working pretty closely for about 6 months now. And it's been beautiful watching your transformation, Ashley. So beautiful. Ia Ocean Funke, I value health. Nice. Seeking greater flexibility, working from home, post surgery, post fibroid issue have made me really stiff, and that makes me feel old. Time to move and stretch. Yes, Ia, I want to tell you something. Woo. I like my little outfit. This is what I bought to wear when I'm up there in Connecticut. When you get in your 40s, I've just noticed a lot of us get stiff. So yeah, do the stretching, go walking, do the stretching. I promise you that's actually the majority of what I'm doing right now because I can't work out because I don't feel well. So last fall, love, 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 love that. Love that. Crystal Goddess collection. Wait a minute, hold on. Ocean Funke, go to the Crystal Goodies collection. She has teas. Ooh, okay. Love that. Thank you for saying that, Natasha. Mm-mm-mm. I've started a yoga journey myself. Yes, ma'am. I love that, Aliasia. And her name is Aliasia, okay? We got Kita, and we got Aliasia, and we got Tyra. Anybody else got a different name? Ocean Funke. Okay, so now, once we start getting there, so let me show y'all something that I think is important. How does this come up? So, we are going into the part of the eclipse that is related to what is called south node of the moon or Ketu. Okay, Ketu. This is the same as the energy of the fall or ending. So just think about what is the season of fall like. That is what this eclipse holds for us. Okay. And key words to consider for this one are words like detachment. So this requires us to detach. Okay. What do you need to be detached from? Where do you need to have more detachment? And one of the things that I can assure you is when we avoid attachment, when we are detached, it actually opens us up to receive more, especially when it comes to like hearing what is the universe calling for us to be, to do. How is the universe guiding us? How's the great mother, our ancestors, our guides? How are we being guided? And a lot of that comes through detachment. Attachment I guess it has its place. Like, we have to have attachment, with parents and children and just in relationships. There's going to be some level of attachment because we are human and, that connection is important. But when we are attached to a point where it makes us, like what Ia mentioned, inflexible. We don't have any flexibility, not necessarily in our bodies, but just like how are we showing up in the world? Are we flowing like Oshun? Or are we being too set and we're more of like frozen water? Okay. That's actually what Scorpio represents. It represents frozen water as well as it represents also um like bogs and swamps, murky waters, okay, which are respectable. We have here what are called flatlands. There's no like flatlands have their own plants and little animals and creatures and ecosystem going on because flatlands will be dirty and murky and it just takes all the runoff water where the rivers are overflowing and it comes to the wetlands and it just looks it's not like looking at a lake, I'll put it that way. Or if you've ever been south where there's swamps or, maybe in some island place where there's a swamp, something dirty and murky. This is Scorpio, right? And so we are being asked to go down into the darkness. And Scorpio has to do with rebirth or birth, death and rebirth, honestly. We have to go. It's like, what do we need to die to? And part of what we need to die to is our attachments. And it's attachments that prevent us from living fully. I would love to know, do you already know an attachment that you have that I need to detach from this thing? Might be a relationship, might be a thing, might be an identity. How many of us are attached to identities? Um, it is definitely, let me see here. It has to do with release and loss. And you have to put yourself in the hands of the divine and let go of control. This is what this eclipse is about. And it's like double because it's Scorpio. And so Scorpio is like, you know, our wounding. It's about the shadow. And so I just encourage you to seek liberation. This Ketu right here, in the Vedic tradition, it had to do with liberation from like worldly things that, the worldly problems and um, liberation from worldly trappings. And this is what we are seeking to do with this eclipse is we want liberation from our wounding. We want liberation from something that's in that house that has to do with Scorpio in your chart. Um, it's a very spiritual part of the eclipse. And so it really asks us to, really get steeped in spirituality. Um, it's like the kind of spirituality, maybe some of it is like non-traditional because it's Scorpio. Scorpio is what's taboo. And yeah, is asking us to become more spiritual. And I just want to say, like, I never want y'all to actually follow me. I just want y'all to understand I'm a guide. You can take the lead on your own life whenever you want. So I don't want us to be feeling like you've got to follow any one doctrine, but I'm with what I'm about to say. This is the kind of otherworldly spiritual energy that is sort of like um you just go into it, you don't exactly know how it's going to work out. But you got to give it a chance. That's how I'll say it. I was going to say blind faith, but that's more like Pisces. Scorpio is more of like you step into the portal of initiation and you die to become somebody new. That takes some spiritual trust right there. That takes some willingness to um yeah, to go into the unknown. That's the kind of spirituality that we experience with this particular eclipse. And it is about, like I said, releasing and letting something go. I'm going to talk to you. Let me just go in and look, and I'll come back to this. Um, Let me see here. Okay. Peg, healing, energy alignment, and my health have been big for me. Yeah, I love that. I've had to detach from control. I'm telling you right now, this is the kind of energy that can help you detach from feeling the need to be in control. And, you know, let me take a sip of water, y'all. So there is this principle in the Metanetter. It's called Amen. And Amen is all about detachment. It is about detaching to the point where you don't have any differentiation between yourself and the great divine. It's just one. And it's called transcendence. You're allowed to transcend to a certain degree, I guess. Yes, the space-time continuum, and you just are. It's about beingness. This is what I think a lot of us can experience with this particular eclipse. And it may not just be on that day because eclipse energy lasts. Like I said, we started the Taurus eclipse energy actually in November, or was it October? I think it was October. Um, and we're going to experience it into 2023. This is lasting a long time, right? Now, this is the first one that we're having in Scorpio this year. We didn't have one in Scorpio last year. It started with Taurus. So we're having the one in Scorpio, our first one. And so, about 3 months out from now, the energy may become even more potent. Like being mindful and intentional, it's so important. I think this is one of the most spiritual times I have experienced in a very long time. And it's just natural because there's been so much going on in Pisces, and we've got these eclipses happening, and, for sure in this Scorpio part. And then when Cancer season comes in, like that's going to add even more of this watery, sensitive, spiritual energy into the mix also. So this otherworldly, and we want to release because that's what we're wanting. We're wanting transcendence. I know, I'm not going to lie. I'm a Taurus. Earth signs, we can be focused on manifestation because that's what we do. We came here to manifest, baby. Um, But honestly, I would say that the majority of us, ultimately, we're looking to experience a release in the body that is so great that we are able to like exist in this world where we don't fear and we don't walk in pain. It's possible. Okay. And this is one of the signs that can help us do this. Let me see here. I detach from anger and jealousy. I say, oh, I'm all about rebirths. I hear you, my Scorpio sister. Releasing grief, or maybe it's attachment to grief, attachment to comfort, control, and familiarity. Very good, Felicia. I love that, that's something that you're working on. This energy has me going deep within. This is from Peg. I'm literally having to sit in that ego shadow energy to transform and transmute it. This one is challenging, but I have to keep going. It is so worth it, and this energy is very supportive of that, Peg. Yes, this is Kali energy. I'm gonna put this up here. Kali energy. Mystic storm, taking the leap and trusting the power you hold. Asheo. Yes, 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 yes. Kita, October. Okay, yes. Spacey and fatigue. This is from Mystic Storm lately. Could that be ascension symptoms? Absolutely. Absolutely, Mystic Storm. And a lot of us have been feeling that way. It's been really interesting to hear how many people, I thought it was just me. Okay, so I guess I'll put these in order. I just want to start giving y'all an idea of what this could mean for you. Okay. Let me put these in order. Here lately, I've been going by sign, but hold on one second. Let me just take the time to get it done. I have Mercury and Pisces. And so forget about me doing stuff by memory. Like this, maybe after a while I'll be able to do it. But right now, no way, no how. But I have to reorganize these. I never fully know exactly what I'm going to do. I just have an idea about it. Okay, let's see here. Aries, Taurus. Let me know what your sign is when you hear it. Aries, Taurus, Gemini. And you can list all three if you want. Cancer, Leo in the house. Microphone check. Where my Virgos? Libra. Come on, Scorpio. It's your time. It's your time. Sagittarius. What's up? Capricorn in the house. Hey, Aquarius. And shout out to all the Pisces. Cindy, I am challenged and stretched to release control and anger. Asheo. That's good, Cindy. It's going to be so good for you. Gemini is in the house. Hi, Kendra. How are you? Oh, she said she's been feeling some black hearts lately. What does that mean to you? I should not make an assumption. What does that mean to you, Kendra? She's in at Facebook, y'all. So we have Aliasia, Scorpio, Virgo, Leo, and Venus in Sag. Sun, Cancer, Moon, Leo, Rising, Aqua. All right. I see you, Latasha. We got a Scorpio in the house. Let me tell you, I'll be hearing from the signs that's going through the eclipses. Trust and believe. Kita, Scorpio, Sun. I see. I told you. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Moon, Taurus rising. Nice. Let me tell you, all the fixed signs, they are going to be really speaking up right now. We got Sag, Cancer, Sag. We got a double Sag in the house with a little water. Okay, so let's go in the order of the zodiac. I know Pisces. Y'all always have to wait patiently. But let's just yes. Everyone is on YouTube for the most part. So yes, I did ask everybody to give their sign. So for Kendra, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Gemini Ascendant. Girl, these eclipses got you caught up, Kendra. Aquarius, Sun, Pisces, Moon, Gemini, rising in Capricorn, Venus. Yes. I know it's just like you feel like you found your fam some days when folks are calling out. So she's on Facebook. So we just gonna put that there. Everybody, let's give it up for Kendra. Okay, so Aries, where is this happening for Aries? I'm going to give y'all a number. I'm going to give you a number. Where is this eclipse happening? Now, I'm really just going to focus on the Scorpio house, okay? Even though it always includes the Taurus house. All right. I'm going to come back in just a minute. Okay. Aquarius, write down the number 8. It doesn't matter. Moon, ascendant, sun, moon, or ascendant. Okay. Scorpio, for Aries is 8. For Taurus is 7. For Gemini, 6. Really? Oh, okay. For Cancer, 5. For Leo, write down the number 4. For Virgo, write down the number 3. Libra, 2. Scorpio, write down the number 1. Sagittarius, write down the number 12. Capricorn, write down the number 11. Aquarius, write down the number 10. And Pisces, write down the number 9. Okay. So if I don't move this thing, make sure y'all mention that I'm not changing this, okay? Because right now we're going to start with 8. I just want y'all to kind of know what this, like, what do you need to be thinking about? Okay, let's go back over here. We always have to keep our minds on these, okay? Detachment, selfless is another one. Maybe it's an area of life, because what we're going to do is look in the area of life where you need to be selfless, um, otherworldly and spiritual. So it might happen in a particular area of life that you're just like, man, I'm having otherworldly experiences in fill in the blank. Release, and it's introverted. So it might be an area of life where you're feeling more like, I just want to do introspection. I want to just be with myself about this, go within. Loss, maybe you're experiencing a loss. And maybe it's the eclipse, you know? Maybe it's the eclipse that is like, you should have gave this up a long time ago. Now, y'all know I love y'all and I don't like beating people up. But honestly, sometimes it's something we should have let go of. We didn't, and it's gone, right? It's one of the reasons why detachment is important because attachment, especially when we are holding on to something beyond the time we're supposed to hold on to it, it will feel like a loss. Whereas when we're detached, we're just like, I just trust the universe. Like I trust that this is what was supposed to happen. Doesn't mean that you're not going to cry about it or be upset about it. I never said that, but it's definitely easier when we have more detachment. So where you need to be more detached, in the hands of the divine, let go of control. And I know several of y'all have mentioned that today. This area of life is probably an area of life where once I start going through it, where you're just like, it's in the hands of the divine. I just need to let go of control. Renunciation. Maybe there is some renunciation that needs to happen where, again, it kind of speaks to that detachment. But is there some way you need to be a renunciate? Okay. Where you can experience an awakening. So when I start going through the houses, you might begin to see where you're experiencing an awakening. And maybe this is an area of life where you need a liberation. You need to be liberated from something. This is also the same energy as the energy of Neptune. Neptune is very spiritual energy, and it requires you to be able to have faith when you can't quite see the results yet. And it requires you to release control. And part of the releasing of the control allows you to see that you are actually a co-creatrix with the divine, with the mother, with the ancestors, whatever energy you call on. So Neptune is very healing, it's very spiritual, and it will dissolve things. So this is an area of life where you may feel like Yeah, I do need a dissolution here. I do need a dissolution. So are we all clear on what we're working on when I start going through the houses? I want y'all to understand these key words apply to these area of lives. Okay. Let me see here. Shay Love, Cap Sun in the fourth house. Wow. Cap South Node, North Node in 10th house. Scorpio Moon. Wow. Taurus, Saturn in the eighth house. Well, that's a lot, Shay. That's a lot. That's a lot. What I will say is the most important one that I see, Scorpio moon in the second house, Taurus, Saturn in the eighth house. Those are going to create activations in those areas of life. So when you hear me talk about the second house, that's a very important house for you. And when I talk about the eighth house, that's a very important house for you. Okay. But where your nodes are right now, mm, might be important, might be important, but, that's probably the best way I can describe it, without looking at your chart. Eileen, Virgo sun, Pisces moon, Leo rising. Nice. Scorpio lunar eclipse is going to sextile my natal ascendant. I'm ready. I love using that astrology terminology. The Saga of Renunciates is a great book. Thank you, Dr. Wilson. I appreciate you, Fallon. The eclipse is also conjunct. Ooh, my natal Mars. Wow. That's deep. Yes, 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 yes. And what I will say is maybe I can create a course. Well, I created a course that's in my and actually this one is still available. As far as I can remember, I think it's still there. The new moon eclipse retreat that I did back in April, I think is what it was. Yeah. It has actually an eclipse course inside of it. Okay. So for those who are wanting more information, you might want to go buy that and you get the abundance hypnosis also that we're all raving about. Okay. So let's start with Aries. So for Aries, this is happening in your eighth house. And what I love for people who have Aries energy is that this um, has the potential. Well, pretty much whatever we describe, it happens for Aries almost, uh, exact. Okay. It sort of depends on like, do you have planets in Aries or your ascendant sign, sort of like will like give some nuance to it. Love you too, Fallon. And I understand. Don't apologize, Kendra, ever. You're good. You're very good. So for Aries, this actually can be a very healing eclipse where you offload your wounding, where you get liberation from all the hurts and all the pains, all the ways that you have, all the shadow, you know, what is it? The ways that we hide our light because, oh, we got a shadow, right? And what we want to do is begin to integrate that shadow. This is for all of us because Scorpio has the potential to be a shadow. Like whatever your eighth house is, it's probably some shadow energy in that eighth house for you. You like, yeah, I got some darkness there in that eighth house. So for Scorpio, I mean, for Aries, it could be just in general wounding, could maybe have something to do with something with taxes or inheritance, somebody else's money, the money of a partner, a business partner, a spouse, or something like that. But oh, another one. This is why I like pulling stuff up, so I don't have to keep it all in my memory. You know, some people might have been really dealing with some sexual trauma. I don't even care what your sign is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care what your sign is. If you've experienced sexual trauma, this eclipse is for you. But especially the Aries, any Aries who've experienced maybe not just sexual trauma, trauma in general, It can truly help you if you have issues with intimacy, sexuality, and trust. This eclipse can help you to get liberated from any limitations that are there. Okay. Let me see here. Focusing on healing as well as shared resources are great ways to channel the energy of this house. Okay. So, maybe there are some shared resources that need to be addressed. Yeah, yeah, maybe some conversations need to be had um that will liberate y'all from being stuck, cuz a lot of times this is like spouses, marital partners, um their resources are mixed together and they not talking about their money, right? Might need to have that conversation to get liberated from the limits from not talking about it, right? Okay. So, let me move on. For Taurus, it's a 7th house transit for you. Okay. Now, I find this to be very interesting because for Tauruses, it wasn't until I started studying astrology that I realized Tauruses can have some of the most highs and lows when it comes to relationships. Um, Scorpio is about wild reversals. And so some Tauruses may feel like, oh my gosh, like I really get wounded through relationships. And so this is an opportunity for you to heal. You need to be liberated from any relationship hurts and pains. Also, the 7th house has to do with partnerships, legal affairs. So if there's something regarding legal affairs, contracts is something else, anything that needs to be transformed regarding that. Maybe there was some contractual relationship that you had and it just didn't work out. Um, It's also about balance. And so, some of the Tauruses may need to bring more balance into their lives. And let's see here. How would I apply balance? Um, yeah, it's probably some detachment that needs to happen. I can tell you, I actually do have issues with balance as a Taurus moon. I Sometimes Tauruses can be seen as sort of like it's a sign that's deals with pleasure, and it might sometimes be associated with people who don't really like doing a lot. Some people like to use the word lazy, but most Tauruses I know are workhorses. We work all the time. um, so maybe there needs to be some balance. Taurus, are you eating too much sugar? Because Tauruses are notorious for eating just too much, indulging. You might need some balance. Okay. Let me see here. And please let me know, is this resonating with you? Aries rising. Yes, Fallon. All I know is Taurus wounded the Scorpio heart. Yeah. I'm sorry, Aliasia. Because I really go to bat for Taurus. If we get such a bad reputation, man, Taurus is ruled by Venus. Okay. And another thing that I think is interesting is this juxtaposition. Well, I'm not gonna look at it. So anywho, definitely something regarding relationships is what I'm gonna say. Now, for the Tauruses, the Scorpios, the Leos, and the Aquariuses, this is your time. It's time. You're going to have major changes. Doesn't matter, sun, moon, or ascendant. It is time to change. It is time for you to move on. And fixed signs don't typically like to move too much. They are pillars in the community. They are the people who will be there for you when everyone else is gone. Uh-uh. A fixed sign is going to be there, right? And so right now the fixed signs are being asked to make changes. And one of the best things that I can say for um uh, Tauruses is you need to allow yourself to be supported. I have noticed when people don't let people help them and they're having this eclipse in the 7th house, it creates a lot of problems. We have a very um we have a messed up narrative about like I just got to do it all on my own. I don't want to be seen as weak. Well, when you have the eclipses, especially the south node in the 7th house, is really important to allow yourself to be supported. And maybe also the other thing that I'm going to tell the Tauruses is like, what kind of toxic relationship do you need to let go of? Huh? Taurus, I'm going to need you to let go of some of this toxicity, okay? Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. Shamika is fessing up on behalf of the Tauruses, and Ashley is apologizing to Aliasia because I'm telling you, a lot of Tauruses, that one Aliasia may have been a Scorpio. Do you know that person's their signs? Yeah. Okay. So Felicia named it not lazy, efficient. Yeah, it's something that's really important for the Scorpios and the Tauruses. They both have this call to look at how are you not letting yourself be supported? Why are you doing everything? That's not how we were born to live. Even just, we just get so caught up, a lot of us, not just Tauruses, with, well, I got to make this happen, that we don't even let the universe help us. Right. So that's really important also. Okay, now for um, the beautiful Geminis out there, all my Geminian friends out there. So Geminis, this is ruling your sixth house. Okay. So what do you need to let go of when it comes to your health and wellness? So this is how I would say it. Y'all need to pay attention to y'all's health and wellness, Geminis. Y'all need to focus on health and wellness. You need to renounce any habits that no longer serve you. If you have some type of wounding regarding your body on your health and wellness, maybe you feel like, I don't really know if I want to work out, or maybe you've eaten in a way that just does not support your body, and your body is going downhill quick, fast, and in a hurry. Actually, I never really knew this until I started studying astrology, but um, Geminis actually can be emotional eaters. And that's because you have Cancer on the second house. So some of y'all might be needing to let go of emotional eating. You got to transform your lifestyle. You got to transform your work ethic. Even if you think you have the best work ethic, you might want to revisit it and make sure it's supporting, like it's a good work ethic that is beneficial to you, and the kind of life that you want to live. It also has to do with jobs. So some of the Geminis have jobs that it's like, man, you really need to let this job go. And what do you have to do? You have to put it in the hands of the divine and let go of control. And when you allow the divine to lead, guide, and direct you, this is such an opportunity for the mental Geminis to just be like, you know what? All right, spirit, you got it. I'm just going to be following your lead because you know what I want. So it's important. Some of the Geminis have employees that you need to let them go. Gemini, you got some employees that you need to let go of. That could be something. Some of y'all may have to say goodbye to your pets. I'm just being 100. Or resistance to getting a pet. Some of the Geminis need to get a pet. Um, Another thing is work-life balance. And so it's important to make sure that um, yeah, you are seeking to bring yourself into balance. Work-life balance is really important. Some of the Geminis probably need a vacation right about now. Let's see here. Okay, so Natasha says junk candy. Oh my gosh, yes. This was years ago, BC. Oh my God, you got me dying. Yeah, Aliasia is a hoot. Natasha, okay. Endometriosis and fibroids. Are you Gemini? Because it's looking like health and wellness. Diametrically opposed signs end up in love-hate relationships. That's right, Aliasia. That is so true. Emotional eating. I've noticed that quite a bit. Actually, it was surprising because oftentimes I perceive Geminis to be pretty slim, but I do think that well, That's it's just in your chart. And, it's something that you'll have to make a conscious effort. Just because it's there doesn't mean we have to succumb to it. You just have to make a conscious effort to move past it. Hypnosis. Felicia pulled the surrender card. Is it from the Mythical Goddess deck, Felicia? Because then I'll pull it up. Is this the second day, Felicia? Mm. Kendra, house 6. These issues have been the center of my. Oh, that's right. Kendra is definitely Gemini. My Saturn return, life, even pretty sure it's coming to an end now. Yes. I love that you're saying it feels like a closed chapter moment. I love that for you. Okay, Natasha. So yeah, 611. Okay. So yeah. So yeah, that's what I have for the Geminis out there. Also Geminis, you may want to get into charitable giving, or it's one of the remedies of this house is to do something kind or make a charitable donation, do charitable work. Another one is work-life balance, because I know some of us are working, like your work is dealing with charitable causes. I know one of y'all in particular, and so you don't need to do no more charitable giving. I say go take some vacations. You know who you are, my sister. My ankle is getting worse, so I had to stop walking. Mystic Storm is an Aquarius. I can assure you that has something to do with Saturn and Aquarius, and you're an Aquarius. Aquariuses have issues with the ankles, but I hope you feel better. Um, Mystic Storm. So Cancer, this is the 5th house. Now, I love this house. Now, one thing that I think this could be is what needs to be released so that you can show up and be who you are. Cancerians, what needs to be released so that you can have more fun in life? Maybe some of the Cancerians out there like, I need to go on a freaking date. What blocks need to be removed in order for you to, go on a date? Now, for the Cancerians and the Aries, both of these houses have to do with sex. So it could be that, there's something that's going to happen that would allow you to maybe have more of a healthy sex life. Maybe you need to remove blocks regarding sex life. If there's anyone out there who's oversexed, you might want to renunciate sex for a while and just don't have any sex, Cancerians. Um, and in doing that, I want you to look up this word called brahmacharya. Oh my gosh, brahmacharya. It's something like BHRAMACHYRA. Okay. If somebody caught that, if y'all could put that in there. Cancer nodes. Mostly planets is what I would say for. Honestly, if you're Cancerian, I honestly do believe that this could be about sexual freedom, honestly. Aries rising. Do you have any planets in Cancer, Fallon? Let me see here. How can we transmute growing sexual energy? Um, some of it is, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I think some of it needs to be, yeah, I believe in personal pleasure. One of my personal trainers was like, women should have orgasms. So some of it is, it's very healthy energy. Sexual energy, spiritual energy is the one and the same thing. So I can say it that way, which means that you can transmute it by going deeper into your spirituality. If it gets too much, I just believe that women, or men, it doesn't matter, non-binary people, everyone, self pleasure if you need to. um, because it's healthy for you. But you can always channel it into desire. Like, what do you want to do? What do you want to manifest? Creativity. Actually, this 5th house for the Cancerians, it's like, what's blocking your creative energy? This is a good house that could help. It could also help release any blocks that prevent you from showing up for your children or the children in your life. Who knows? It could release trauma related, that has prevented you from um, conceiving a child. This is a very lucky house, so it could open up the opportunity for you to have more good fortune in your life. But if you're walking around as a Cancerian thinking you're not lucky, the world is on your shoulders. You just doing too much trying to take care of everybody else. Because y'all make no mistake about it, Cancerians are not weak people. Okay, they are very spicy. They are very go-getting. They just are very intuitive, and they can, they are emotionally intelligent. um, but they're very active. They're very active. And so, if you don't believe it's possible for you to have fun, or um, you know, you're letting wounding prevent you from having fun, then, that's going to be a problem for you, Cancer. And so it's important for you to do that. More than anything, unique identity. I think that's very important for most anybody who's having the eclipses in the fifth house, which right now is the Cancerians. But there may be something that happened that, like, you thought you were so good at painting, and somebody was like, "Ooh, that looks bad. Like, you think you a painter?" And so you need to heal that up and release it so you can unlock that creative energy. Uh, so it's a Y in there, Chyar or something like that, and it's 2 words. The first word is right, Aliasia, but it needs a Y in there. Aries rising. Okay, let me see here. This is it right there. You're welcome, Ashley. Yes, blocks the creative energy and releasing childhood traumas to show up better for my family and kids. It's gonna happen for you, Peg. Now, let me tell y'all, this eclipse is gonna probably come with some tears. I'm just being 100. I thought the eclipses in Sag and Gemini were gonna be okay because the eclipses actually do pretty well. It was bringing some tears in that Sag house, okay? So, okay. So, let me move on. Next is Leo. Now, this is very pivotal. If you are Leo, listen up. This is pivotal for the Leos. I'm going to even say if you have Venus in Leo. Um It's governing the fourth house. It will bring a change. Okay. So this house governs home, family, emotions, and ancestors. So those are largely the topics. It will create some change. Now, one thing that I love talking about the emotions, because this could be, let me tell y'all, to be a Leo is not easy. Leos get a bad rap. Everybody's like, oh, Leo just think that they're so much and they're just too much. And they're just like, they just all about themselves. I feel bad sometimes for some Leos because Leos, their childhood can be rough. It can be very, very rough for some Leos, right? So I think it's important to um, understand that when you heal your emotional body, Leo, and you heal those wounds from your family, your lineage, then what's going to happen is it's like dropping off the bags that are weighting you down, and you're going to rise up in your career more. One of the things that I've learned in my astrology classes is that emotional fourth house is going to dictate what's going to happen up here in this house that has to do with career. Okay. So, very important for the Leos, y'all, along with the Aries and Sagittarius, can experience some of the biggest internal talk about uh introverted. This can make y'all really go like deep within, like y'all are just doing a lot of soul searching, emotional healing, healing of the lineage. And what it'll do for you, especially the Sagittarius, is actually gonna open you up to being more like, I'm okay with the divine be doing its part. I don't have to do everything. I just do my part and the divine does its part. It's going to allow that to happen for you all. But I do think that this could be sort of painful if you have Leo energy. This could be a little painful, okay? But just remember it's transformation, transmutation of the wound so that it now becomes a resource. Okay. Wound to resource. That's what this is about for you. Be gentle with yourself. Take time to relax when you can and take care of your emotional body. So, new beginnings for the Leos. Some of the Leos may move or make some upgrades on the home. It's something with the home that could be really taking off also. So, be prepared for change or fresh new starts. Okay, so let me see here. May 16th, Kita, Leo. Okay. Yes. On point. Yes, I'm being shown where a lot of negative thought process originated and having to stand in it and face it, where I have to call in my spiritual support. That is so good, Peg. You're doing the work. Eileen, Leo rising in Venus. Uh, Fallon said, don't feel bad for us. And then she said, spoken like a Leo. Yes, May 16th. Change is coming romantically and career. Yes. Aliasia is a Leo. And you were actually on my mind as I was talking about this because I know that you're working on your home. Okay. So it's pivotal for the Leos. I cannot say that enough. And it kind of depends on like where is your moon, your sun, your ascendant, your Venus, your Capricorn, your Saturn. This eclipse is happening at 20, let me see here. 25 degrees of Scorpio. And I'm just going to be real with you. Like, if you have something at 15 degrees of Scorpio or Taurus, to be honest with you, or, 26, 27, 28, 29 degrees of Scorpio or Taurus, then this is going to be a pivotal eclipse. Also, it could be of uh, Aquarius and Leo. Okay. Um, okay. So the next one is Virgo. Virgo is the third house. Now I'm not gonna lie. I loved having eclipses in my third and my ninth house. That's what it is for Virgos. So Virgos are like, I want to learn something new. And you might want to sign up for like 15,000 class workshops. You may want to do workshops. But this is definitely a time. Maybe some of the Virgos were like, you know what? I meant to take classes or I wanted to learn about this all this time and I didn't think I could learn about it. And now it's like, I'm just going to go for it. Something else about this for the third house is the mind and the mindset. And so some of the Virgos, come on, y'all, let's just be real. Virgo struggles with mindset because who wouldn't struggle with mindset having Scorpio on the house of the mind or in the house of the mind? Okay. Um, and so it makes Virgos somewhat skeptical and paranoid and maybe to a certain degree not trusting. Virgos really struggle with mental health. Not all, but a lot of Virgos have struggled that way, right? Maybe even with addiction, maybe some type of mental addiction, maybe. Because Scorpio is very addictive. Come on, Scorpios, tell the truth. Tell the truth and shame the devil, baby. And so if some of the Virgos will be feeling like, I got to offload this negative mindset. I got to offload this way of thinking and believing. And Virgos, we might start seeing our Virgos just like go in a whole new direction. They're feeling inspired and, like their life is headed in a new and adventurous, like, they'll be feeling like they want to be more adventurous, where it seems like, Virgos, like, when I think about was the Grim Reaper? It was some show, Mandy or something like that. I wish my kids were here. It was some show they used to watch, this cartoon, and they all had like this little bit of this darkness look about them. That's sort of like how Virgo can be at times. Virgo is offloading all of that. I worked on my mindset so much when the eclipses were in my third house. So I really think that this is a time for Virgos to to heal their mindset. And the other thing is these eclipses can bring about something with siblings. OMG. I didn't think anything was going to happen with my siblings. I'm grown, we all live where we live, we do what we do. It seemed like everything was fine. And it's just the truth. Like I got social proof. I could just send you that way. My older brother, when I had this eclipse in my third house, my older brother just all of a sudden was like, I'm done with his wife. He left and found another wife and started a new life. And it created a lot of problems though within the family. So it created a disruption. Let me say it that way. Okay, so don't quit my job. Just get my mind right. Yes. Here we go. I knew somebody was going to come through, and of course, it's the Aquarius, the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy. This is how I think some Virgos see the world. The degrees are 15 degrees to 29 degrees of Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, for sure. It's other things that could be in there, but that's just like in general. Found a therapist to help with reducing work and putting time. Yes, in other places. Very good, Fallon. And wondering when it's time to quit the job. Who knows, Aliacia? Who knows? I will say this is really good for building a business also. So for all the Virgos who are building businesses or you work on social media, this could be good. And also it can help you to shift your day-to-day routines. It did. Like when I went through this, I started working more on my business. It happened at the beginning of the pandemic. And that was when I was like, whoa, to have a business, you gotta like have a certain lifestyle. And it helped me to start learning that. Belief systems will be transformed. Okay, for the Libras, uh, second house. So this is the house of self-worth and value, personal finances, food, self-care, history, family. Be prepared to address one of these areas. So I think for the Libras, this is really going to have you focusing on your money. This is definitely like that is one of the top topics for the second house. And, maybe there's some money blocks that you've had, Libra, and it's going to help you get through your money blocks. Um, and let's see here. Oh, self-worth and self-value. When I had this in my second house, because self-worth and self-value is something that I have truly, truly struggled with in many ways in my life. And I just remember I just hyper focused and it was sort of natural. I like hyper focused on what is it, why do I have a block for that? And so I it's how I got into manifestation, to be honest with you. You don't have problems manifesting if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't have value. Also for the Libras, your values, like maybe you have outdated values. You need to get some new values. What are you valuing? Is it taking you toward your destiny or away from your destiny? Libra. Okay. Libras may be asked to give up some food. Y'all another one that might have struggles with sugar addiction. Tauruses, you might have issues with sugar addiction. And then Sagittarius may have sugar addiction. But this is right now we're talking about Libra. So you may need to get over some type of food addiction. Um, Also, Libras are known, or Libra energy, not necessarily people, are known to be sort of neat. But if you got too much stuff, Libra, you might be asked to release and purge and let some stuff go. It's like purging. Okay. Let me see here. This can have something to do with history. So some of y'all may just go deep into research on history, Libra. Okay. Eileen said, uh-oh, I better get it together. Okay. So let me drink some water, and just so I can remind you all, I would love it if y'all signed up for the next new moon retreat. You can get it at $10 off, until the 16th. And the retreats are all about helping you to set yourself up for, like, it's important to reset. This is part of the goddess centered lifestyle. You know, one retreat can take you far, but each retreat is designed to keep you going. One of the things that I figured out a long time ago is that when I do readings for women, if they don't get readings on a regular basis, it's like they forget what the mission is. And each retreat is designed to help you to, connect with, or to stay present and aware with the mission. And we have so many different areas of life. So, like, when we look at, each one of these little pieces right here, represents an area of life. And so each reset that I do with you all helps you to understand, okay, I need to get a refresher. Like, we get a refresher every year. We only get one new moon in Gemini every year, right? And it's a refresher. It helps you to make sure that you are on point and you know what that is about. Y'all know I love on y'all. I have all kinds of goodies and treats for y'all. Like, Ashley and I've been talking about the abundance meditation. Y'all, let me just put it this way. I got a check in the mail. I thought it was a fraud from the FT Federal FTC. I was like, the Federal Trade Commission? What? I was part of a network marketing company, and they eventually were accused of having a pyramid scheme. And so I was part of a class action lawsuit and got this huge check just out of the clear blue sky. This company, I found out about this the problems that it was in 2 or 3 years ago. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I didn't even remember. I just remember being happy that they got caught, and now folks can't make no money in this company. And all of a sudden, after doing this abundance hypnosis, what day I'm on? Like 12 or 11, something like that. Check in the mail. Okay. I gave him the news. I gave him the news. And Ashley's news, since she's been doing this, is she manifested a job that she's been working on. As a matter of fact, before that, she had gotten several, but she manifested the job, got her salary, gonna be moving soon, which she's been working on ever since we started working together in the fall. So thank y'all. Thank y'all. And if you're in the last retreat, you get to see what the amount was. It was a nice little check. Okay, so woo, I'm glad I took that little break, because honey, it is time for me to talk about Scorpio. Let me tell y'all, first of all, I'm going to include in this Capricorn and Sagittarius and Scorpio. Okay, because Aquarius is, surely y'all have rebounded from when this was in your house. But my friend is a Capricorn, and when these were going through, the eclipses were in Cancer and Capricorn, Ketu, or the South Node, was in Capricorn. Like, she had to take off from work. Like, it seemed like her life was in complete disarray. Because you have to remember, it doesn't matter what your sign is. Listen to me. Doesn't matter. Every eclipse is designed to take you toward your destiny. Okay. Every eclipse is designed to take you toward your destiny. And it will cause, this part of the eclipse, it will cause a dissolution. And a lot of us end up feeling like we don't feel well. Something's wrong with our body. We feel off. It could be people who typically are extremely healthy. Well, and I was just talking to this friend the other day, actually, and I was like, I remember when you were going through these eclipses. and it was hard because y'all know, talk about people who like to be in control. Capricorns like to be in control. And she just couldn't get a handle on what was going on at work. This is a Capricorn who took leave of absence, and it just seemed like stuff wasn't going her way. Well, she weathered the storm. I kept telling her, "You're going through the eclipses. You just have to go through. Like, it's no going around this one, okay?" Scorpio and Sag, I got to keep talking to the Sages because this happened to the Sages last year. It's no going around. You must go through. You must go through. And so it requires of and now so this friend now, not only did things turn around for her in the position that she was in, she had been trying to get a job in her field. She went to grad school and went into human resources for years. She got this degree. I'm like, whoa, she went and got this degree. She was not getting a job in human resources. She got a raise, then she got a job with a raise. Like, she is living her best life now. That's what Sag and Scorpio have to look forward to, but you gotta walk through it. If anyone's being rebirthed right now, it's the Scorpios. Sagittarius has got rebirth, and now y'all in the recovery room, okay? And so it just really requires that, like, I would say of all the signs, to a certain degree, the fixed signs, but Scorpios, what do you need to release? You need to offload something. I need to hear from the Scorpios. What are you gonna offload? Hmm. Ashley said it's raining checks on E. I was like really blown away. Stuff like that never used to happen to me. Anywho, I need to hear from the Scorpios. Moon, ascendant, Venus, Mercury. I don't care. Ooh, especially got the nodes in Scorpio. What do you need to release and let go of? And so, like for me, I have been telling y'all how much I've been crying, and I have spent an inordinate amount of time at home alone. My family is away quite often for long periods, and it's just me and me. Like, I have to just face myself. And like, how do you need to be a renunciate? Scorpios, you might need to kind of like just go into seclusion a little bit as much as you can. Like, spend time with yourself and purge and release. You need to offload something. If I had any advice, that would be the number one for the Scorpios right now. For it doesn't matter, sun, moon, ascendant, Venus, anything else there, you need to offload something. Okay. It's gonna allow you to be able to move in a new direction. Because probably with the Scorpios, number one, Scorpio is feeling like I'm the most wounded person on the face of the planet. I can tell you, Scorpio feels wounded. And then um the other thing is Scorpio is like licking them wounds, baby. Scorpio is like constantly descending into um the miry pit. The phoenix rising is one of the symbols of Scorpio. That's Scorpios. We like constantly burning ourselves down into, the fiery flames and then rising up, as the phoenix rising. And yeah, Scorpio, we don't have to do all that. Okay. Let's just go on ahead and be the healers that we know we are here to be. Let's just go on ahead and turn transformation into something that we do in terms of like helping people to step into their transformation instead of us constantly going through this transformative process. Let us help others transform. Okay. Let us get therapy. Let us get help. Where do you need help, Scorpio? Stop trying to do it all by yourself, right? And Scorpio, you might be some of the greatest teachers of just being like, you know what? I love my light side and I love my dark side. I know Aliasia is one of those, right? Um, Scorpio, control freaks, Scorpios, complete control freaks. Because Scorpio is like, I need to know all your information. And then I got to figure out, like, do I trust you or not? I am checking you up and down. And baby, you might think you my friend, but you not. Folks thinking they all in with Scorpios because Scorpios are very magnetic. But it's like it's just important for Scorpios to like loosen up a little bit and learn how to channel the energy in a way where it is like enriching and resourceful, and you trust yourself so much you don't have to care too much. It's like I don't have to care too much about what anybody's doing, because guess what, I can see you. Scorpio, like, their superpower when it comes to intuition is the ability to see. That's why a lot of us right now, we seeing game. We all talking like game, no game, baby. Like, you think you getting over on me. Most of us, some of us, if we got something going on in Pisces, we might not be able to see all the game. We just gotta trust. All right. But, right now, a lot of us are able to see with this X-ray vision. So these are things that are important. And I will tell the Scorpios, I'm gonna tell you like I told, who was it? The Geminis, you better take care of your health. Okay. Scorpio, take care of your health. My heart goes out to the Scorpios. I'm not gonna lie. I'm going through this transit with you all. That is like one of the most painful things I've ever experienced. Hey, Monica. Yay. Y'all say hello to Monica. Okay. Let's see here. Let me see. This explains so much with the eclipses. Yes, Peggy. So you're an Aquarius rising. I can assure you, around 2017, 18, you were like, ooh, something got to change. I'm sure it was painful. Gonna offload this self-doubt. So let's talk about this. I love this. How does somebody offload self-doubt? I'm going to tell y'all, Asia, for me right now, one of the primary ways that I do this is through hypnosis and NLP, all that kind of good stuff. Another way to offload self-doubt would be um, just like just make a decision. Like when you experience self-doubt, you just stop it. Pattern interrupt. That's something else that we talk about in NLP. Pattern interrupt. And you will now have to do something different. And you can even ask yourself, like, the version of myself that believes in myself, what's the opposite of self-doubt for you? I'm just going to make something up right now, but I want your word. The version of myself that believes in herself, what does she do? What does she look like? And like, go find that version of yourself, because we live in a multidimensional universe. Go find that version of yourself, study her, and then start doing what she's doing. That's another way. And I just wanna, like, give y'all tools. That's largely what I wanna do, is give y'all tools for how do you actually do these things. Okay. I think that this is Shay Love, I think this is gonna be a lot about money for you. Money and resources, because you have your Scorpio moon in the 2nd house. It also could be something about emotions and, like, how are your emotions affecting your, no, I think it has more to do with your stuff, but it could be emotions also. You're gonna make a change, something with home and family. But with this being in the 2nd and 8th house, um, yeah, you're moving it's something about money and resources, shared resources. Maybe with somebody who maybe you'll get some money. Maybe you'll get some money like I did, just some money like from a settlement of some sort. But also maybe you're gonna be more into healing. Hello. Is that Antika? Help me out. Tell me how to say your name because I want to say it right. Control, doubts, and fears. Ashe. Oh. And the same thing I offer to you. Now, let me tell y'all the other thing. This is for everybody. Y'all listen up. This is for everybody. The other thing that I'll share with you all is it's important to um it's important for us to understand, what was I going to say? Control, doubts, and fears. It'll come back to me. I don't know what happened to my mind. Let me drink some water. So, yes, offload the control, the doubts, and the fears. Bring it back to me, IBE. Okay, self-confidence. Yes, if you're wanting more self-confidence, then you say, the version of myself that it has complete self-confidence, what does she look like? What does she do? What does she value? How does she show up in the world? And then you begin to adopt that. Okay. Um, Let me see here. Ashley. So true. I'm a Sag moon and putting my house slippers on, about to leave the emergency room. Yes, that is so funny. Yeah, the Sagittariuses have really had quite a bit of a challenge. My heart goes out to y'all. I hope that you heard my reply to you, Shay Love. I have answered that. Queen Monica's here. Okay, Sharmika, I need to release control of a situation I cannot change. Worries, doubts, and fears when it comes to uncertainty. Yes. Yours is making me think about whatever it is I was going to say to Anika. It'll come back to me. I've been doing hypnosis. It's more a self doubt about starting again after all of everything burnt down. Yeah. And like, it's important, I think, too, to do a release. I've heard people saying this about some limiting decision. It's really just going to be find the version of yourself that has succeeded no matter what, and she never turns back. You want to go find that version of yourself. I'm a rebirth queen, but others get annoyed at my multiple reiterations. I love that. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay, so let's see here. Sagittarius. We got to go all the way back down to the 12th house. So for the 12th house, okay, take care, Ia. Thank you for being here. Or find a way not to do in my case. Oh wait, did I miss something? Love it, Fallon. Not to redo. Okay. Okay. So the 12th house for Sagittariuses, transits to this house are felt internally. Be prepared to focus on endings. That's one thing that the Sagittarius is. That's why when you have the eclipses in your first house, this part of the eclipse, the release part, once it moves from your first house, it then goes into your 12th house. So it's like you spend two eclipse seasons. One is like the wound or whatever, like the blister gets burst wide open. And then the next one is more about the healing. Okay. And so this 12th house is definitely about um healing and maybe coming to terms with some loss that you've experienced. It's about what's hidden, so it speaks to the subconscious mind. It's really important to address the subconscious mind. It also could be like any blocks that are in the subconscious mind to creativity, any blocks regarding spirituality. This is a house that has to do with the ancestors also. So I think that that's something else. You could do some generational releasing and healing, and it also has to do with overspending. I don't always say that about the 12th house, but this house can help, or this eclipse can help with people who are spending too much money, and help you to maybe get a handle on that. Definitely use the hypnosis, NLP, Ho'oponopono meditations to forgive, clear any experiences, beliefs, and emotions that are creating problematic situations in your life, i.e., causing self sabotage. For some of the Sagittariuses, you might come to terms with you're sabotaging yourself because you don't feel safe. or in some kind of way, whatever this way that you keep sabotaging yourself, it's really more of like self-protection, okay? And maybe you need to affirm that you are safe, and that will help to move past, help you in some regards move past this. It's also very important to sleep. You really need to be putting yourself in the hands of the divine and trusting, like we've talked about this eclipse means. This is actually not a easy transit, and I also say for some of the Sagittarius out there that it would be important to focus on work-life balance. You may find that you just really don't wanna be out and about with a lot of people, Sagittarius. My friend who's the Capricorn, she took a leave of absence when she was going through all of this, so, um, yes. So then the next one is gonna be Capricorn. Capricorn is the 11th house. Now, for Capricorn, this could be a transit that is related to any blocks to making progress, um, any blocks to you like making good money, to be honest with you, because the 11th house is the house of gains. And so it could be, um, you know, maybe you need to release some goals that you had, Capricorn. You're like, I don't know why I can't manifest this. Well, it's time to release those goals. They're no longer working for you. Maybe you need some new goals. Maybe you need to write your goals in a different way. Maybe you need to write your goals in a way that coincide with your subconscious mind. Um, and any blocks to progress, because the 11th house is about making progress. And so, maybe sort of like what Aliasia was saying. I don't know if you have Capricorn energy, but it's like, you had success, you lost it, and now you're just afraid of like, can I really do this? I could see that being something happening for the Capricorns. But if you offload, I'm gonna be honest with you, Capricorn, you need to offload um, any outdated goals and any outdated friendships. This has to do with vibe tribes. So some of the Capricorns are like, I'm getting ready to find new friends. I've had this transit, and it will make you question every person in your life. But what you want to do, you don't have to get rid of your friends. You just want to make sure you have people who are helping you to support, helping to support what you are working on in your life. I will say Capricorns, y'all might find yourselves in positions of influence, because this 11th house can be a house where you really are speaking to big groups of people. You have influence in a way. And so some of the Capricorns may find that people are like, maybe they used to feel like they repelled people, but you could be letting go of something that would instead allow you to attract people. And some of the Capricorns may have tech, like may feel like they're not good with tech or something. And so you can release blocks to being good with tech. And the other thing is you might actually find yourself feeling like you want to do things that are more techy, and you're not going to be afraid to do them anymore. Um, it's a social house. So some of the Capricorns might actually become a little bit more of like advocates or something. Okay. So next is Aquarius. Now, Aquarius, this could really be a time where you're feeling a change happening in your career house. It all depends on where your career point is. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. Your midheaven, where if you don't know what that is, or if you know what that is, I should say, if your midheaven is in the 10th house, this will be even more on point. But this house is about what you're known for in your career. And some of the Aquarius is gonna be like, I know what you used to call me, but don't call me that anymore. I have a new identity, or I'm gonna be known for something new, something different, changes in career, and maybe even marital status, because sometimes this can represent a marital status. Let me just make sure my son's not trying to contact me. Okay. Um, oh, you know what? It could be a focus on parental responsibilities, and the same could be true for Leos. Leos may actually find that they have some parental responsibilities or something new in their relationship with their parents. But yeah, this could bring about parental something with parents, maybe the dad, maybe the dad. Um, okay. And last but not least is Pisces. So, Pisces, you may find that your paradigm of the world is shifting and changing what you used to think the world was, or what used to be your overarching belief system, or even your vision could be changing right now, Pisces. You could just be like, you know what? I had one vision, but I don't know if that's my vision anymore. I think I have a new vision for my life, but it will require you to release any vision that somebody gave to you. You might need to renunciate or be a renunciate of, like, you know, I don't know, y'all. Think about some overarching belief system. Like the ninth house actually is a religious house. Pisces actually can be very religious. No, not Pisces. That's Sag. But this ninth house has to do with religion. And so some Pisces might just be like, mm, I don't think I want this religion anymore, or I need my religion to evolve. So you'll be looking for your religion to evolve, your vision. And Pisces may have been feeling like, I sort of want to travel and go abroad, but now you haven't done it for whatever reason, but now you might just be like, "Nah, forget it. I'm getting ready to travel abroad. I'm getting ready to go away, go visit other foreign lands." Pisces might be feeling like, I feel like I need some adventure. But there's been blocks to the adventure in your life. But Pisces, you might actually find that you are more focused on your local community, to be honest with you, and you need to stop traveling so much. That would not be me. But some Pisces, it's something about travel and adventure and broadening your horizons. This could be a time of spiritual awakening. I could say as a Pisces, that's what it is for me. It's like I'm changing spiritually, and it's like the universe is initiating me this time. It's really interesting. Um, Maybe Pisces needs to finish up some learning that they've been working on, maybe something higher education, or some certification, some big certification that they've been working on that needs to be finished up. Maybe you've had a blockage to that, and this eclipse is going to help you like break through that blockage. Also, it could be letting go of your spiritual teachers, or like if you had a major guide of some sort, like maybe more than a mentor, like somebody who is pivotal. You just might be like, it's time for me to move on, and maybe you're about to become the teacher. But blocks to being the teacher, Pisces. That is something that I think is important for you. Yes, yes. Thank you, Aliacia. Glad you've been here. Oh my gosh, I've been on for how long? Oh, 2 hours. Okay. I typically expect to be on that long, so I do too much. Ah, yes, Fallon. Okay. I've definitely been having to put aside personal insecurities and doubts, as well as relying more on spirituality in order to get what I want in the physical. Yes. And very much need to focus on self care. Shay Love, a rising senior in college who is applying for internships. See, this is something, let me see here. This is something I think could actually happen for you. Yes, I think that that could happen for you because Taurus is on the 8th house. I think you can get those internships. That's definitely mhm, yeah. Mhm. I love that, Natasha. Yes, we are affirming this for Shay Love. We are affirming that Shay Love has the internships and the scholarships, all the money she needs, more than enough. Asheo. Mhm. Oh, you're both. Okay. Peg. Yes. So I need this billionaire to give me the grant. It could definitely happen. There could be a breakthrough, Fallon. I would say that probably if I were you, knowing that you're an Aries rising, that I might would do some esoteric something. Might light some candles. Uh Definitely, release anything in you that would prevent receiving this money. I would do all kinds of, yeah, like Scorpio is about ancient spirituality. A lot of it is taboo. Uh it's all the stuff that we're doing. Even like I tutor a young lady who well, I teach her how to, or I'm guiding her and learning how to do readings and astrology and stuff like that. I'm like, I feel so blessed to be able to teach a homeschooler that. But she has helped me to understand about these jars, these spell jars. Shoot, I'll do a spell jar in a minute. But maybe Fallon, even just doing a little bit of hypnosis, just you want to just keep your energy clear and open. And you want to affirm it's coming. Um, uh Scorpio is ancient. And so calling on your ancient ancestors to assist you is something else I would do. Yes. Okay, so Fallon is looking for some sister confirmation, and she's very serious. We affirm that Fallon is going to get the grant from that she has the grant from the billionaire, Asheo. We are touching and agreeing. All the stars. Fallon is um she has a vision, a very beautiful vision, that is very progressive, is how I'll describe it. She can describe it if she wants to. I know Fallon personally, so I know a little bit about this. It's a real deal thing that will help, especially the African American community. So if y'all would add y'all's ashe, your blessings. Yay! I just feel so excited that Fallon has the grant and that Shay Love has the her internships and her scholarships and fellowships. You're welcome, Shay. Yay! Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Our Black community will have tech future. Yes. I so love it when I hear Fallon talk about this. Fallon, if you want to drop that article that you shared with me, I want them to see this. Like when they see it, it just like I can't explain how I felt. Oh yeah, drop it in the comments and then I'll put it over here so everybody can see it on YouTube side. Okay, dear sisters. So one last little bit that I'm gonna do is let's look at what's in this eclipse. So we have the moon with the south node. Moon with the south node. Yes, you can sign into YouTube for these sessions because that's where most people are. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing, y'all. It's gonna be like I'll let y'all read it, but just drop us that link. I'll share it with everybody, Fallon. Um, okay. So we're gonna have the sun opposition the moon, and it's with the north node down here. Uranus is in this also. So definitely an up level is possible for us, but the way this works is like we really need to be thinking about um the there's a imbalance. So what imbalance needs to be released? And it's definitely something emotional for a lot of us because this is the moon that we're dealing with here. So maybe there's some emotional imbalance that needs to be released and let go. Um, it does have to do with care. Like, how are you caring for yourself? But definitely the wounding. Like I know for a fact the wounding, and we want to be making sure we're moving in the direction of empowerment. So if you feel disempowered, that's something that needs to really be focused on. Here we go. Black Tech Futures Research Institute. Look at this. Look at this. I'm a strategic communication major, Afro American Studies minor who is looking to help advocate for my people in any way. If Miss Fallon or any else would like any assistance, I'd love to help. We're making connections on here. Yes. I love it. I say, oh, how are you, Nexodus? Yes, I love that, Shay Love. I'm proud of you for volunteering. Here we go. blacktechfutures.com. Yeah. Add I tell you what, go to blacktechfutures.com and email her there because then if we put her email inside of like social media, then like if we were in Zoom, that would be fine. But it's so much what do you call that? So much spam. They'll spam her. So yeah, just go to blacktechfutures.com and that's her website. You can email her there. Yay. Okay, Shay Love, you're gonna have to, keep us posted so we can cheer you on. Okay. This is from Natasha. So this is interesting that we're sharing resources like this because that's what a lot of this is about, resources. Scorpio is about shared resources. So we are like living it out yet again, yet again. Yeah, trolling. Yes, just go to, I'm gonna put this back up here again. blacktechfutures.com. And you can email her that from there on her website. You can connect with her there on the website. Because sometimes if I put my email in, like I don't put my email actually inside of my comments or my description box, because then I get spam mail like crazy. Let me see here. So empowerment is a part of this moon. Now, Saturn is square this moon. Yeah, Saturn is like, hey, I'm gonna give you a reality check. So something else that'll be a part of this moon is getting a nice reality check that is about making progress. It's some new thing. This is how I'll describe it. It's some new thing that you're supposed to have been doing, and you might be feeling like scared to do it, resistant to doing it, and Saturn is like, we getting ready to do this, and this eclipse is going to help you, like I mentioned before, offload some stuff. Okay, so that's important. And then Neptune is going to be a part of this moon, along with Mars. Oh my gosh, look at us! Oh, come on. So Mars is very important because Mars is the ruler of this moon. It rules Scorpio. It's the ruler of the South Node, and it's in Pisces. Now, what is Pisces? Pisces, again, is about like trusting in the divine. It's about liberation, releasing, letting go, compassion. It's healing. So, these two planets together have the potential to bring a lot of healing energy, but it'll be like in a miraculous way. So it does require you to be open to receive. But I do love that this is a part of this moon This Saturn is the part that'll kind of make us like not get too like we'll stay real with it. We'll keep it real. Which Scorpio is a keep it real type of energy too. And then we got this Pluto, which is a part of this moon, and Pluto in Capricorn is again, there's a lot of energy that's really about success with this moon or progress. Um, what are you known for? Empowerment. And so there's some grounding energy. There's this energy of, oh, like a lot of spirituality and healing and, the veil being very thin. And then there's the grounding energy of this also. Yeah. Mercury, Aries. Okay. And on that day, this is interesting. Venus is conjunct Chiron. It's not a part of the moon, but this is very interesting. Venus and Chiron, this is definitely this moon on that day, we definitely could be feeling like, you know, oh my gosh, I'm really being confronted with like my self-worth, my self-value. Like it could just be really brought up. Women's issues in general on the world level could be brought up quite a bit. So yeah, let me see here. Yeah, if you want to, this is what I say, Shay Love. If you drop your email, you still need to send it to Fallon because she won't see it, but you can drop it and just delete it later. Yeah, that's what I would do. My North Node is in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. Oh, welcome, Peg. Ah, yes, I love this community. I love this community lots. Okay, so I think that's all I have for you all. Tell you what, I'm pretty sure Felicia pulled the surrender card, which it'll probably take me forever. Hey, what card is that, Felicia? I'll just pull a card and then Felicia can let me know if she's still here. What card is the surrender? Like where is it? Which oh, okay. Hmm. I'm going to give y'all a quick reading on the energy of this moon. Mm-mm-mm. Let me tell me how this sounds. I have not felt like dancing. Tell me if it's too loud. I just need to hear some music real quick. Oh, your personal deck. Okay. Thank you, Felicia. Ashley, Mystic Storm, Felicia. How does this sound? I'm very much into music. Oh, wow, Shay Love. I knew I had seen you before. I've been watching your videos for about a year now, and I always walk away wiser. That just touches my heart deeply. I would love to be more invested in the community. You holding space for healing and reflection is such a blessing. You are welcome. You are welcome to come into the community. Okay, Ashley. Let me know. I just turned it up. I'm going very slowly. So I do encourage you, Shay Love, to look down into the comment section or the description box, I should say, and join me in the upcoming Gemini retreat to reset. It gets even deeper. Like I know this seems like super deep, but this is the tip of the iceberg. If you think you're getting something with me here, You get even more in the retreat. Okay. I'm just going to wait for y'all to tell me. Once I get it right, I'm going to keep just bumping it up a little bit at a time because I hear it differently from y'all. Oh, I love this card so much. Oh, let's take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. I just get so excited thinking about what is to come. Okay. Yeah, let me know. The first card that I have pulled for you all is Morgan Le Fay. I just love this card. She represents the sorceress. If this ain't Scorpio, I don't know what is. Okay, perfect. Good. So it says that, let me show y'all. She's a Celtic great queen goddess, ruler of Avalon, priestess of the sisterhood, who rules the land with loving wisdom and healing transformative skill. Through her occult wisdom, that is Scorpio, occult. She wove magical energies into King Arthur's great sword, Excalibur. Let me just make sure. Okay. If it gets too loud, let me know, y'all. And shielded him from harm. She's queen of the fairies. She shapeshifts between dimensions with ease. Morgan heals and creates through her ability to change form. With her staff of power, her wise sorcery ascends death itself, bringing rebirth through change and transformation. Wow. Thank you, Ashley. As fluid and changeable as Mercury, her ruling planet, Morgan is the wielder of transformative power and controller of your destiny. As the sorceress, she conjures from source, transmuting and healing the world of form. Morgan Le Fay teaches you through her example that you have the ability to shapeshift your circumstances into whatever you choose. You, dear sister, are a sorcerer in your own right, a creatrix who has the power to bend the seeming laws of time and space. Through transformation comes rebirth, which can be known in the blink of an eye. Be like Morgan Le Fay and heal and transmute your life by the power of change. Come on, turn up. Turn up, Scorpio. With grace and ease, though, baby. With grace and ease. And we're not playing with you, Scorpio. We respect you. Awesome. Awesome, Shay Love. What y'all think about Morgan Le Fay, baby? And it's interesting. The second two that I've pulled, fire. One is the maiden, and one is the mother. So let's see what the maiden has to say. She stands for revolution. Okay, here we go. The Maiden of Fire is the wild woman who burns through the status quo with her heart of fire. She releases the binds to the old and transmutes the mundane, outmoded form into the new earth. She is unattached to the past, bringing innovation and cutting edge perspective. This revolutionary goddess of fire is here to assist you in the fire release of all that shackles you to the past and outmoded form. You are ready for her pure flame to ignite your passion, to ascend in frequency that you may change, heal, and express your untamed essence. She brings the revolutionary power of change to you, inviting you to step into your true radiance and shine light for others. Woo, I feel some kind of way right now, and it's good, baby. Change gonna come with grace and ease. All right, last one. Mother, regeneration. Y'all ready? Mother of fire. The mother of fire is the Kundalini goddess of power, the embodiment of regeneration by fire. Did we not talk about this with the Phoenix rising? Okay. She brings the rising Kundalini force that lights up the cells and transmutes the DNA into purified wholeness. Her flame of renewal brings healing and new form on earth. Can y'all see? All of this is about us stepping up and doing our part to heal humanity, to heal our earth mama, to take this world into a new direction. We can no longer tolerate what we have. We must move forward into something new, something that works for all of us. Come on, let's do it. She comes to you at this time of your life when regeneration is needed on your sacred path to wholeness. Open to her restorative fire of primal creation and witness the renewal of your entire being. Asheo. She will regenerate your vitality and revive your will, returning you to completeness and power. Asheo. I call on the energy of the ancient mothers. Asheo. I know you walk with each and every one of us. I give thanks to you, ancient mothers. Whether we know we hear the call or not, we are here and we are willing. Ancient mothers, whisper in our ears. I ask that you just put your hands on us with that healing balm so that our feminine energy is whole, is healed, is easily accessible for us to unleash in our own lives and to express into the world. May you instill in us that energy of certainty and truth and power and determination that I know is what you embody, ancient mothers. I give thanks that I have been called to yell out into the universe to the sisters whose ears are wide open, listening, because they know, they remember something, mothers. They remember something. They know it's there. And I'm so grateful that I get to be one of the ones who gets to yell out and let them know, hey, over here, this is where the mothers are. Let's do everything that we can to help you to open, unlock, unleash, express, experience the power, wonder, and glory that lies within you as a divine feminine being. I am so grateful that I get to do this. And I do not take this lightly. So I just say to all of the sisters, no matter what day you watch this video, I could be dead and gone. If you hear my voice, I know that you hear the call. And I just encourage you, whatever this means to you, answer it. This is the beauty of the eclipses, the full moon in Scorpio, May 2022. Ashe, ashe, asheo. My advice to you all is to take this time very seriously. We've already invoked the energy of Oya, Kali, Pele, Sekhmet, Baset. This is one I'm leaving out. I think that's it. It is time for transformation. It is time for transformation. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, we give thanks for our ancestral mothers. I honor all of our ancestral mothers. I don't care what kind of life they lived. I honor your wombs. Because let me tell you, it's been rough incarnating into these feminine bodies. We honor your wombs. We send you healing energy. I ask all the sisters within the sound of my voice to send the healing energy back through your lineage. Maybe there's some woman that never birthed a baby. Send it to her womb. Send out healing energy to all of the wombs. We got to heal up this womb energy, okay? And we honor you, mothers. We see you. We know that you came here. And we stand on your shoulders. And we open ourselves up to the feminine energy that maybe perhaps you were not able to unlock and unleash in your own life. We do so unapologetically. We do so not with no fear, only with confidence and certainty, because we know that's where life lives. Life lives in expressing our full power, wonder, and glory, however that looks for you as a divine feminine being. For all the young women to come, they are already standing on our shoulders. We are paying the price for the ones who come behind us. Some of y'all got daughters. Some of us got nieces. Some of us got mentees that we love on as if they're our own kids. So the work we do today, they're standing on our shoulders. All the young sisters on here, Shay Love, I'm assuming you are maybe a younger sister. You're standing on our shoulders. I think Oshun in the form of, Natasha asked about Oshun, in the form of the Maiden of Revolution. Yeah. This is a more of an Oya-esque eclipse is what I call it. Oshun was definitely more of that Taurus eclipse. So anything else? Oof. Wow. Yeah. Asheo. Sisters, I cannot do this alone. It's all of us. We got to do this together, okay? We all have to do this together. We all have to do this together. Bonsoir. Bonsoir to the sister, Diza. Yes. I thought you were young. Yeah. You standing on our shoulders. Like we laying the foundation for you. My goddess, you just a baby. Good. I'm so happy to hear that, Peg. Yeah. Ashe. Asheo. Okay, so we're going to close out the circle. What are you taking from the circle? Yes, you should not have to work hard. You should not have to work hard, Shay Love. Yeah, Shay Love. You should not. You should not have to work hard. It's part of why I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna jump in and do this work because it should not be this hard. I broke down today. This reminded me just because I asked for help doesn't make me weak. No, it makes you stronger. I have more understanding with this transitional energy. Asheo. Natasha's taking confidence. What are you taking? I'm taking just so much healing. Oh my gosh, so much love from you all. What are you taking? I'm going to stitch us out. What are you taking from today's circle? Yes, she is not alone. Diza. What are you taking? We're getting ready to close it out. What are you taking with you? And my hope and prayer is that y'all, I need to get y'all, I think I have a full moon workbook. I'll have to tell y'all where to find it. I think I have a full moon workbook, but sorry I didn't post it. Okay. I'm taking peace. Asheo. I'm taking release. Asheo. I'm taking love. Asheo. I'm taking love, grace, and abundance. Asheo. Clarity. Asheo. Whew. Clarity and self-confidence. Asheo. It's been real, sisters. Love y'all so much. Hope to see y'all in the New Moon Workshop. See y'all in a video later this week. I plan on coming on at least one more time. I'm committed. I am devoted. I love this work and I love you all. Take care. Happy full moon eclipse in Scorpio, May 16th. All right, sisters. Peace and love. Shay Love, taking courage, strength, joy. There's so much power and appreciation. Asheo. Thank you. Love to you all. Y'all the best.